Welcome back, everybody. Let's play The World Ends With You. So we're actually somewhere else from where we started off last time. That's because I said we might as well skip through all the random encounters when progressing through areas and just start off right here.
Hey.
Indeed. So, might as well show you. I gained what seems to be 9 levels. I didn't really intend to grind that much, but it kind of happened when I was doing other things. So I have this mastered, and I almost have Fresh Line mastered. Unfortunately I don't, but oh well, it's not a pin that I use much anyways, so not to worry. I also jump through hoops to get this darn ring, which is actually quite useful. I intend to try to focus a bit more on passing a light puck, because that has definitely been serving me well, especially with the handicap I have with playing this with a trackpad. So having the light puck start out at 3 times supply instead of 2 is really helpful, as well as keeping my secret up as much as possible, which I am trying to do. So I do believe that there is little else to be said, so let's head on over down here. For some reason I want to say that you can scan this guy. Oh. Yeah, isn't that the guy from before that actually sympathized with the statue or something? Anyways. Something I never noticed, actually, until just recently. Oh god, no. No. A lot of people, they have red little stars over them instead of blue stars. Come on. Anyways. Crap, I thought I was done with the Reaper battles. Kind of curious if Pete has anything to say in here. For some reason.
Got a sec?
No, he doesn't. Let's just ignore this person, okay? We can do that. And that little noise symbol just, well, large noise symbol just fell straight into the ground. Now I'm curious what Pete will say if I speak to him now. It's a really bad habit I've picked up. Simple enough. Oh yeah, I just completely ignored that Reaper. Cool. I didn't feel like fighting anymore. I fought a lot today. Because I actually did my grinding over the course of a couple of days. I don't really get why they send you this, but because this didn't help me figure out what's supposed to help me figure out at all, I ended up figuring that out completely on my own because it's not exactly hard. Seems like the longest mail we've ever gotten. Anyways. Well, this isn't a very pretty place, is it? Now, beware the frog noise you'll find in here. Because, oh, there are taboo noise in here? You'll find the strongest form of frog noise in this area, in the river, and it's the strongest. There's a particular kind of frog you'll find that absorbs both positive and negative psychs, meaning that only fusions, your partner, and neutral psychs, which are very rare, can actually hurt them. Anything else will heal them. So basically, Neku's almost useless against them. Oh wait, same thing said before. So yeah, be careful with the frogs if you decide to fight them here. They would give a lot of experience, though, if you're willing to go through the turmoil of doing such a thing.
So Zeta slow.
Hey, yeah.
What?
Man, how... I don't think there's actually been a single point in the game up until now that we haven't had music playing. There's not really so much a barrier as there is a lack of bridge. Mm-hmm. Finally. I'm not sure what the light source is down here in the river, but... Uh-huh. You can't predict crap, you know? And unforeseen circumstances. You know, you aren't the most credible of people anymore. Although I do like how she can do that.
What?
And look at that. Shell actually working with somebody else in harmony. And bridge. River doesn't look as pretty. His name is me. She's surprisingly open about what she doesn't know. Yeah. Quite the relationship these two have. I think a very nice endgame duo. Alright, finally! This isn't really the noise form I'd expect her to have, but whatever.
Your good is gone.
Alright, so I might remember that email. Oh yeah, by the way, don't try to actually make combos with Beat, or card combos with Beat. Just focus on hitting her, because she teleport spams like many other bosses. Neku, just focus on passing the light puck. But remember that email I got, how it said, cast stuff into the darkness. Basically, what I want to do, keep normal noise away from that big white corruption thing. They will heal her should they go in there. However, Tubu noise, put them in there, and they will fly up and hurt Konishi. You'll also occasionally find random junk like traffic cones and whatnot. Those you want to keep away. So if you have psychokinesis, try to refrain from using it, because if it ends up going in there, it will actually... God. Let me get off a combo. It'll actually... Yeah, she said why thank you because I killed her. But if you get Taboo Noise in there, on the other hand... Yeah, Light Puck won't do much, you can't get on a finisher. There we go. If you manage to get Taboo Noise in that big white area, it'll actually go up and hurt her. Oh crap. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here just keep Neku dashing, that's all you need to do. actually. If you have the right pin set, you can actually get her into what's pretty much an infinite juggle right there, but it's really difficult to do with Neku when she leaves so vulnerable on the bottom screen. But if you're fast enough and have the right pins, you can basically keep attacking her while pins be charging. Alright, so you'll notice that she seems to disappear on the top screen sometimes. Look on the bottom screen, you'll be able to see where she is. So right there, she was on the right. It'll actually reflect. And now she's on the left. Her position on the bottom screen will reflect where she is on the top screen. But you can get a ton of damage on her with Neku if you can actually get into her infinite loop of sorts. The only reason you would really want to attack her on the bottom screen, if you can't get off a big combo, I would say, is to pass the light puck. Which starts at 3 now because of that ability of mine. It's really nice. I should probably heal about now. This is a very interesting fight with multiple stages. It's a very nice, unique fight. Yeah, I wanted to heal for this part. Because right here, she takes all of all of Neku's pins, at which point you just want to keep dashing. That's all you want to do with Neku, dash. And focus on the top screen. So, basically, if she's low, just attack low. And if she's up high, jump before you attack her, and you'll be more likely to hit her. If you feel like it, you can kind of try to clean up her clones, but usually it's best to just go right after her and take out whatever clones in the process. Just keep dashing with Neku, and he'll be pretty fine in terms of not getting hurt. She's actually surprisingly good about leaving Neku alone in this part of the fight. I have a lot more HP than I did last episode because I gained almost 10 levels. Actually, I don't think that most boss fights give any experience. I'm not sure if any of them do, actually. I remember looking and seeing that none of them do. Which sucks, because normally bosses give a ton of experience in such games as these. But at the same time, I guess it kind of makes sense because it's mandatory or something. I don't know. I remember Kingdom Hearts. Man, the bosses in that game give freaking crap load of experience. Alright, so, notice you have a shadow. Go in the opposite direction of that shadow. We'll find a little light. I want to tap that light. Look at that! It's Rhyme! I mean, summon Rhyme. And basically just block with beat. That's all I want to be doing with him. I'm tapping. That's weird. Tapping, nothing's happening. And then she'll teleport somewhere else. I usually get through this part faster, but it's kind of awkward. And I guess when the pin's recharging, you just keep dashing. Oops. Let me make sure I know exactly where she is before I attack. Bastard. So I'm actually losing an embarrassing amount of health right now. Crap. So I die here, it will be sincerely embarrassing. Actually, I think I might be able to hurt her on the top screen too, because she'll occasionally flash away on the top screen as well. I've never tried that though. This will really suck if I die here, won't it? Come on. Where the hell? I don't remember teleporting this much. How close can this fight get? Thank you! Impossible, I'm sure. Wow. That's the usual. I remember this being the easiest part of the fight. And then, really cool into the fight. No more indeed. And I get stars. Barely alive. Well, no, I do get PP for that.
Now it's done.
I think I get PP for the I think I might get PP for the noise I killed, not for the actual fight boss, though. But yeah, that's one of my favorite... I don't know if I call it one of my favorite fights in the game, but it's definitely one of the most well-executed, I think. Really nice and pretty and whatnot. All these special effects, multiple stages, it's cool. Especially the ending. And you get a rhyme pin from it, which is awesome. You can actually use rhyme in battle now. You can summon rhyme. And you get so much yen. That's fairly tight. So I guess you want to run back outside, out of the river. You can go get some yen from, or you can go spend your yen, but sucks for you. Imagination.
Huh?
Dun dun dun. Presumably her hopes and dreams. Because she does say at one point that she doesn't have any, I think, early on in the game. Alright, so first, let's see what my sync rate is now. Not the best. I think I'll just fight one more battle to fix that, so I can eat more stuff. So yes, now, if we go on to the bottom here, I have another noise pin. Where's it? Not a noise pin. Oh. It only has one level, so it's automatically mastered. Ta-da! Summon Rhyme. It's a negative. Right. It's a positive psych? What? That's weird. But, unfortunately, because it doesn't ever get any better, it doesn't ever really get very good, I don't think it's a very good pin to use in general, at all. But, do what you will with it. Now, see, it doesn't have a class. I would be clicking on it if you would be able to see that. It doesn't have a class, so that means there are no class limits that apply to it. You can have 6 of these in one deck. And yes, it is possible to acquire more than one of these through replaying the story and through something else that I'll show later on. Something that's really weird that doesn't make any canonical sense. Anyways, we got 5 of these things off of that battle, so let's just cash those in. Alright, one little battle. We're in the Rubicon. No, no! Oh god. One of those is one thing, but 2? No. Let's take on some wolf noise. I don't want to go on after a frog noise symbol, because I don't want to go after frog noise. So yeah, I focus a lot more on actually passing a light puck now than I used to. When fighting with these two. It definitely has been working out for me, I think. Although it helps if Beat's actually able to hit things. Yeah, these guys do a lot of damage. That's what I expect in-game enemies to do. Synchronous isn't as good as it was, though, so that doesn't help either. It's turning into me, darn wolf. I really don't like how Beat's finish always takes so long to execute. And right once I get to 5 times multiplier, Beat gets a nice little buff too. Alright, so I don't actually intend to do anything when it comes to stat boosts from here on. So I'm just going to...
It's a party in my mouth.
Yes. So I'm just going to beat some of his favorite Boyabase and head on through here. I'm not going to get to the next fight in this episode, unfortunately. Because we only have 5 minutes left in the episode, if that. Oh yeah. This is the point at which you can't save after this point. I completely forgot about that, actually, because I'm used to playing through this part of the game post-game. And, you don't lose your ability to save after this, in that case, but you do here.
Hey.
Alright. Yep. This is your last chance to turn back. Man, Square Enix loves to just shove in your face that you're at the end. Let's go. Square Enix seems to love putting lots of bosses in a row at the very end of their games, as well as telling you, this is the final. You can't... This is the point of no return. They love saying that for some reason, and then lots of bosses right after that point. But yeah. This is the only point in the game in which you can actually see these two things. So, no mingle mode for some reason. I don't know why that is. But if you had any interest in mingle PP, sorry. And no saving. Thankfully I have save states, so if I don't actually complete this game in this recording session, even though I'm pretty sure I will, that won't be an issue for me. A long time no see. Man, music just doesn't happen in this place, does it? Well, she was the game master. Not exactly trick you. You just aren't getting the whole story.
Huh? Huh? Oh.
I love how he doesn't say anything, but Beat's reaction to this. He's just back to normal without a word. And no more games for us either, so we're on our own now. Kill or be killed. And unfortunately, Shiki is not trailing us right now.
Hey.
But she's here. And in case you're wondering, you still fight with Beat. Alright, but before we head on over to... Oh. Yeah. See you next episode.